All right, let's explore this together. I'm going to start from number two because I assume you know number one already. So I'm going to start from number two. Number one is just addition of the numbers, just you adding the numbers together and dividing by three. Since we have three numbers there, that one is straightforward. So I'm going to start from number two. So we have 36.36 divided by 12, which will become, we want to turn this number to a fraction. So that would be 36. 36, that fraction is no more there. Over, how many numbers do we have after the point 2? That means we need 100 underneath, divided by 12. Then we would have 36 over 100 times 1 over 12. So we go 12 here, 1. 12 in 36 is 3. But the next number is 3. And 12 in 3 is not possible. So we put 0 here before we can say 12 and 36. This last part of 36, this last part. So that's also 3. So that gives us 303 over 100, which equals to, remember, 3.03 because we have two numbers because we have 0, which gives us, we have over 100, which necessitates that we make it 3.03. All right, that's that. Let's move on to the next one. It says solve for y. Solve for y. This one is very straightforward. We just go this way. Would say 2 into bracket 4 plus y close bracket equals 20. That is equals to, you can just make it 2 times 4 plus 2 times y. This 2 times 4, then this 2 again, this 2 times 4, then this 2 times y equals 20. So we'd have 8 plus 2y equals 20, which now give us, which then would say divide both, not divide yet, we are not dividing yet. We need to move this at 8, that 8 there, we need to move it to the other side. The easiest way for you to move to the other side is to say subtract, because this 8 is positive, so make it opposite. Subtract 8 from both sides. Or you just say add -8 to both sides. So we have 8 plus 2y minus 8 equals 20 minus 8. I hope you're getting it up to this moment. Then the next thing for us to do is to say this 8 will cancel this 8. This is 8 minus 8 is 0. So we have 2y equals to 20 minus 8, which is 12. Then we can say divide both sides by 2 because we want to make the y to stand alone. So that would give us, that would let us, so that would give us so that would take us to 2y over 2 equals to 12 over 2, which will now give us y, which will give us y equals to 6. I hope you get that. You should. And you'll get that. All right, so let's move on to the next one. I'm doing this one after the other so that we can have enough time to go over. If you have any question, let me know. The next question says that a sum of 8,000 is invested at the rate of 5% per annum for 3 years. Now, find the simple interest. So that means we need to use the formula for simple interest. Formula for simple interest is I equals to principal times rate times time over 100. Our principal is what? Is 8,000. Our rate is 5, and our year, which is time, is 3 over 1,000. 0 cancels 0. 0 cancels 0. That gives us 80 times 5 times 3. Make it slow and steady. Don't take it too hard. 8 times 5 is what? Is 40. So that's 400 times 3. 4 times 3 equals to what? 1,000. 12. Then we add the 0. That's 1,200 naira. Done with that. Let's move to the next one. Let's move to the next one. The next one says find the principal. If 450, since we are looking for the principal, we need to say P equals to, what's the formula for principal? That's interest times 100 over rate times time. Since we have our interest, which is 450 times 100 over, which is rate, which is 5 times 3. Okay, for this one, we keep on and would have that is, now do not multiply before you start dividing it. That will get your numbers to be too big, and once your numbers are too big, you'll start having problems with the division and all that. So let's just go with this. 5 here is 1. 5 and 45 is 9. Then 0, that's 90. We'll go again. 3 here 1. 3 in 90, we have 3 and 0. So that gives us 30 times 100. 1 times 1 is what? 1 times 1. Just showing you how it is. Then we have 30 times 300. 30 times 100 is 3 times 1 is 3. Then the 000 over 1 equals to what? 3,000. I'm writing the whole thing there so that you can see how the step by step is being done to get the answer. Because I would like you to follow that also while you're doing yours. Okay, moving on. Let's move on to the next one. All right, this one says that here we have, how long will it take a principal of 1,200 to earn 144 naira as simple interest at the rate of 6% per annum? How long means time? But if you cannot figure it out from there, just check it. We have principal. Our principal is already here. We have our interest and we have the rate. That means we're looking for time. Formula for time is T equals to, are you with me? T equals to interest times 100 over principal times rate, which equals to, interest is what? Our interest was 144 times 100 over principal is 1,200 times rate, which is 6%. Start dividing before you multiply. This goes for this cancel this, 0 cancels 0. I have 12 here, 12 here 1, 12 and 144 is what? It's 12. 6 here 1, 6 here is 2. Hope you're following that. So I have 2 times 1 over 1 times 1, which equals to 2 over 1, which equals to 2. So it is what? 2 years. So I have 2 years. Moving on to the next one. Now, this one, like I said before, if you don't know which you're looking for, if it doesn't say clearly what you're looking for, if it's the rate, the principal, if it's the time, all you have to do is look at the sentence, look at the question, find the rate of interest per annum. This one is already rate, this one is clear already. So now, another thing you can use is we have principal. This is our principal here. We have principal already. We have the interest because it says ends. So that's our interest, and this is the year. That means we're looking for rate. So that rate equals to interest times 100 over principal times time, which equals to interest is what? 300 times 100 over principal is what? Is 2,500 times the years, the time, which is 2. Then we go on to, remember I told you, do not multiply before you divide. Do not multiply before you divide. So we have 0 cancels 0. 0 here cancels 0. 5 here is 5. 5 here is what? Is 6. Yes. 2 here is 1. And 2 here is 3. Okay, that means we have 3 over 5 as our final answer. 3 over 5 as our final answer. That's the final answer because we have oh, there's a mistake somewhere. There's a mistake. Let's back up. Let's back up. Let's back up. There's a mistake. Let's take that again. That's a mistake. There's a mistake there. Let's do it over again. We have this cancels this. Then this cancels this, right? 5 here is 5. And 5 and 300. 5 and 300 is what? You're getting it. 5 and 300 is 60. 5 and 30 is 6, and 5 and 0, that between 0. We can still go for 5 again. 5 here, 1. 5 and 60 is 12. 2 here, 1. Then 2 here, 2 and 12 is 6. So the answer is 6. Since we're looking for rates, percent per annum. Hope you're able to get that clearly. Hope you are able to get that clearly. Let's go on to the next one. Let's go on to the next one. Now, this one is quite straightforward. It says that this one says that it's ratio. It says if there are 40 baskets, that means 40 fruits. That means total is 40. Total is 40. And then the oranges, we have oranges, which is 25. Now, saying what is ratio of orange to apple? So we have oranges to other fruits. Since oranges is what? Is 40. Pardon, that's not 40. Oranges is 25. You have 25 oranges there. For the other fruits, that means it will be 40 minus the 25, since we know that the total is 40. Then we have 25 ratio, that's 15. Then we can say 25 over 15. 5 here, 5. 5 here, 3. Which equals to 5 ratio 3. Then moving on to the last one. There are some things you have to pay attention to clearly. There are some things you have to pay attention to very, very clearly. For example, this next ones I'm going to do, you're not supposed to take it as it is. You're supposed to look at it carefully. We have 3 raised to power 2. 3 raised to power 2 means 3 times 3. 5 raised to power 2 means 5 times 5. Let's go down. 2 raised to power 3 means 2 times 2 times 2. While 7 raised to power 2 means 7 times 7. 7 squared means 7 times 7. Then that is 3 times 3 is 9 times 5 times 5 is 25. You can now go and say 9 times 5 is 45, remainder 4. 9 times 2 is 18 plus 4. 18 plus 4, that's 22. Now this one, 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. 7 times 7 is 49. So we have 8 times 9, which is 72, remainder 7. 8 times 4 is 32. 32 plus 7, we have 39. I hope you get this very, very clearly because it's very important that you get it. See you in class.